Hello. I hope this is working. Hello, everyone. So this is my first YouTube Live on my new computer. So I hope it's working okay. If there's any sound problems or anything, let me know. But yeah, so for me, it's quite early. Well, early for a Sunday, it's a Sunday morning here. Still waking up a little bit, but I'm glad you could be here. So if you're watching live, welcome. Say hi in the chat, let us know who you are. And if you're watching later, that's good as well. You can leave a comment and just say hi. Yeah. So this is another episode of Level Up English Live. Usually these are private and these are only on my Level Up English website. But I thought because it's been a long time since I did one of these, I'll make this one public. So everyone can see this on YouTube. If you want to see the future episodes or future lessons, I suppose, then you have to go to levelupenglish.school. So this is, I think, lesson 7, and we're looking at the present perfect tense today. And I'm going to do lots more kind of grammar lessons and all these kind of vocabulary lessons in the future. I'll try my best to do this every week, every Sunday. But to watch the future ones, you need to sign up to Level Up English. It's completely free to sign up. I'm not sure about this course. You might have to pay for this course. I don't remember. It might change in the future. But check it out. There'll be a few free lessons there as well. But yeah, this one is going to be free for everyone. So hopefully you enjoy. And we had Super Anossi in the chat. So hello to you. And it's been so long since I've done this. I don't even remember what I do. I believe I set myself a 20-minute time limit. So I'm going to share my screen in a second, talk about the present perfect tense, and give myself 20 minutes to do it. I'm not going to take too long. I'm going to try to restrict myself to 20 minutes. And I cannot time with a calculator, so let's get the right app up here. Let's do 20 minutes. Hello, Carmand. Thank you very much for joining as well. So how much do you guys know about present perfect tense? It's a difficult one, but very important. And it's all going to be from my memory. So we'll see how much I can remember. On a Sunday morning, we'll see how active my brain is. But it's a good exercise for me. And we have a name that I can't even pronounce. Like, is it Zazaza or ha 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 ha? They said hi, so hello to you. Okay, so let's start the timer. We've got 20 minutes here. And I will try to switch over to PowerPoint. So let's organize things a bit better. I'm going to quickly look over to the chat occasionally. So if you want to practice, if you have any questions, leave it in the chat. If you stick around until the end, I can do like a Q&A session. If you have any questions, I can answer then. But okay, for now, we're going to have a look at the present perfect tense. And I said, hey, level up your grammar. So I've made like a very basic PowerPoint just to give me like some kind of structure, but I haven't really prepared anything special. So present perfect tense is one of the most useful tenses in the English language. An example of that would be, I have been to England. Or I haven't eaten bread today. So it's this have, that's the special word here. The form, we'll have a look at the form together. So that would be, say, the subject. So it'd be like the person, like I, you, he, plus have or has, plus the past participle verb. In other words, that's verb free. So I try to make this look good. And what I'll do is with these PowerPoints, I will upload it to the Level Up English website. So you can download this PowerPoint if you want to later. So we would say like I have, you have, who else would we say? They have, and we have. If it's third person, like he or she or it, could be any object, we would say he has, she has. So that's the difference there. But we always say have or has, or haven't or hasn't, negative as well. It's always one of them. And let's make that smaller. And let's do an example to show you. So we would say I have eaten pie. I is the subject. Let's make that red. Have, has, of course. Let's make that green. And then the verb, let's make that purple. So we could say, I have eaten. The pie is just extra information. We don't have to say that. It could still work without it. I have eaten pie. Yeah. So this is very quick reminder. If anyone's wondering how we make a past participle verb, it goes like this. So we have eat. We call it verb 1. Do you know what comes next? We have ate, verb 2, and then eaten, verb 3. Maybe, I know there's always a little bit of a delay on live lessons, but can anyone tell me, let's see now, think of a fairly hard one, ride. So like you ride a horse, for example, ride a roller coaster. Can anyone tell me the past tense and the past participle? So we've got verb 2 and then verb 3. Can anyone in the chat now tell me what those are? So we have ride and then something else. I'll give it a few seconds to see. So we have Abdelila. Good morning, Professor from University of Morocco. Well, good morning. Abdul, Azerbaijan, thank you for joining me. Abdelila says, this tense is used to show the link between the present and the past. Yeah, you're exactly right. Yeah. And yes, you're right. I don't know what your name is. I'm going to call you Zazaza. I don't know how you pronounce it, but road ridden. Perfect, road ridden. And hi, Toby from Russia as well. Road ridden. Yeah. So for present perfect, we would say I have ridden. Okay. Timeline might help make it a bit easier. So if we did like an arrow, say this one here. Yeah. They have gone out, for example. So they went out. This is the past simple tense. That would be somewhere in the past over here. Let's make it red. So they went out in the past. The present, which is now, they are still out. So they're still not home. And future, well, we don't really need the future, but basically they might be gone in the future, or they might be back. We don't know. We really don't know. But they have gone out. They are still out. So, what was I going to say? Yeah, I guess I should mention one thing about the present perfect tense. It basically, I think as someone said in the chat, it describes an event that maybe started in the past, but still has some connection to the present. So they went out in the past, they're still out in the present. So it's connected. So that kind of event continues for a long time. It continues from, let's do this arrow, from there to here. Yeah. In the future, it may continue or it may not. We don't know. I hope I explained that well, but one way I like to explain it is with, how can I do this? Let's get rid of all of this. So I would say I locked the door. That's past simple. And I have locked the door. So does anyone know the difference between these two sentences? I locked the door. I have locked the door. If you say I locked the door in the past, it's just a simple kind of past statement. I know I locked it in the past, but maybe the door is not locked anymore. No. Let's say I locked the door 1 hour ago. So 1 hour ago it was locked, but now I don't really know. It could still be locked or it could be unlocked. Maybe someone unlocked it. If you say I have unlocked the door, that means the door is still locked now. So I have locked it and it's still locked. So there's a small difference in meaning here. I hope that makes sense. So this one, it's a past action that still has an effect on the present. Wow, chat's going crazy. Hi, Kim from Korea. I'm going to talk to all of you a bit more after this lesson. It's going to finish in just 10 minutes. The first one in the past, but second is still locked. Locked, yes, exactly. Perfect. I think you guys know this well. Another example, which I think is very important, is we were married for 2 years and we have been married for 2 years. It's really, really important you know the difference between this, because this is like a big, big difference. We were married for 2 years. How can I select this one? Let's move that for a second. We were married for 2 years, but not anymore. You know, we got divorced. We have been married means we're still married now. So that's one of the main differences, I would say. Really, really important to know that. You don't want to get that wrong, right? Okay, this is the hard bit. So what we've been doing, this is kind of the basics of present perfect. This is going to really test my memory, but I want to talk about 5 ways in which we could use the present perfect. And hopefully I can remember them all. I don't have to look at my notes. First of all, talks about a time, talks about an event that started in the past and is still true now. So one example of that, why is this gone weird? Why is it 1? Let's do 20. There we go. So one example, it's going a bit weird. Let me just do a new text box here. Okay. That should be good. One example of this would be, I have lived in London for 1 year. So that was true in the past, and it's still true now. Yeah. Lived in London for 1 year. So for example, yeah. And I still do. Yeah, so feel free to think of your own examples to each one. Leave them in the comments. I'll have a look at some point in a minute. I think I won't take too much time now because I don't have much time. but I'll have a look at the end and see if you had some good examples. Let's do it like this. The second way is talks about an event that started during a time that is still happening now. Very similar, but in this case, we're not saying the event is continuing. We are saying the time is continuing. For example, I have been to the cinema 3 times this week. I'm not at the cinema anymore, but the week isn't over yet. So it kind of has this feeling like I might go again. You know, there's still a possibility that I can go 4 times. You know, I might go again. I have had 2 showers today. So we always use this with like this week, you know, which is a present time phrase. We wouldn't say last week. You know, we never say present perfect with yesterday, last week. It's always the present time phrase. Hopefully that makes sense. I can go into more detail in a future video, but this is a very quick lesson. The next one talks about something that happened several times between the past and now. So this is really common to say things that you've done before that you're proud of, like I have been to, let's say London 4 times kind of in my life. I have been to London 4 times. If we say I went to London 4 times, this is kind of past simple, that sounds like, you know, maybe you're dying, you know, I have no more chances to go. It's too late. I have been to London means, you know, there's still a possibility for me to return in the future. Okay, we've got 5 minutes. Oh no. Okay, we're almost done. We've got 2 more here. So let's move this up. What is number 4? Number 4. Oh no, am I forgetting? I know what I was going to say for number 5. Number 5 is talks about an event. Well, it talks about something when the action is more important than the time. You know, when you did it is not important. And I think this is really useful for kind of talking about things that you're proud of, like boasting. Like, I have climbed Mount Everest. Yeah, it didn't happen maybe recently. It's not something that's really happening now, but you're really proud of this. So yeah, I have climbed Mount Everest. Have you done that? You could say I climbed Everest. Past simple is fine. But we often use present perfect when we're kind of boasting about something. Yeah, I've learnt 4 languages. What have you done? Right? So that's a quite common way. The final way I just remembered is quite simple. Talks about something that recently happened, and we often use our just to say this as well. I have just lost my wallet. It just happened. If you say I lost my wallet, that could be any time. We don't really know when. I have just lost my wallet. It just happened right now. And it's still lost, right? There are some differences. You know, apparently Americans don't use present perfect as much as we do in the UK. So they might just say, I just lost my wallet. Sometimes it doesn't really matter if you use past simple or present perfect. It's quite similar. Sometimes in the case of this example with marriage, it makes a big difference. But yeah, this is kind of the more advanced way. There's like lots of different rules. It's a little bit confusing. Hopefully it's useful if you want a little bit more information about it. 3 minutes. That's just enough time to look at these pictures. So maybe you guys can join in too. So I've got some pictures here, like a nice rainbow. So what has happened is the question. Can you guys tell me what has just happened in this picture? So talk about, ignore him for now. Talk about this rainbow, this picture, using the present perfect tense. Any idea what we could say? So let's see if anyone has any ideas here. So thank you, Engin, for the kind words. Your videos are quite beneficial. I hope I'm going to have more followers one day too. Let's see now. There's always a delay on the stream, so we'll see if anyone has any ideas. But if you wait too long, then I might just tell you. I have just started reviewing my research. That's a good one. There have been a ramble. Oh, what do you mean by ramble? Ramble means like talking a lot. Am I rambling? Edibe. It has just rained. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Perfect. It has just rained. Yeah, it's just rained. And we know it has just rained because of the rainbow, right? That just before it was wet. So the past action is the rain. The present effect is the rainbow, or maybe it could be the wet ground, something like that. So there's always a past action and a present effect with present perfect. Let's just skip that one and we will do last page. 1 minute to go. Let's do this boy. So this boy is worried. There's a broken vase on the floor. So what could we say for him? He's very scared he's going to get into trouble. So how can we make a present perfect sentence with this boy and his vase? Hello. Oh, you've all got very difficult names to pronounce today. I hope I'm not going to get it wrong. Is it Gulnara? Thank you very much for joining. Yeah, he has just broken the vase. Excellent. He has just broken the vase. And it's still broken now. If we fix the vase and we put it back together, there's my alarm, we would say he broke the vase. Maybe it's a long time ago in the past, but no, it's still broken, so we can say yes. And just is always optional. But yes, well done everyone for joining in. I know I went through that very quickly. This is a very big topic and I covered a lot in just 20 minutes. So where's my OBS? Go back to my webcam. As I said earlier, I will upload this PowerPoint in Level Up English Live. So if you want to download the PowerPoint and get some more information, you can go to... I don't have the exact link. If you go to Level Up English School and then look for the weekly lives course, I put in the chat there. But okay, I'm going to go pretty soon. But if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask now because I can stay around a little bit, do like a Q&A. We've only got 18 viewers, but for me, that's actually the most viewers I've ever had on a live. So that's amazing. Thank you everyone for joining. So let's see, we've got Abdalia sending so many emojis. What's he saying? If I say, what is the difference between I have been in America since I was a child, I have been there for 2 years. I have been in America since I was a child. I have been there for 2 years. I mean, it's the same. It's kind of the same grammar. That's fine. It's just in one of them, you've been there for, I guess, many years since you were a child. Could be 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. I have been there for 2 years. It's more recent thing, but the grammar is exactly the same. There's no difference there. Yeah, when we talk about past simple, it means we did something and finished at a specific time in the past. Exactly. Who else have we got here? Gulinara from Azerbaijan, welcome. Alex is joining. Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad it was an efficient lesson. It was very quick, wasn't it? I know about Azerbaijan. I don't know much about it, but I've heard about it. I know someone who's been there. I've seen quite a few travel videos, people going to Azerbaijan. I love watching travel videos. So I do know a little bit about it, but not too much. Alex is asking if I'll do another live lesson. I am planning to do a live lesson every week. Well, I'll tell you my plan. So this right now, this is Level Up English Live. Normally, this is only on my website. So you will not see it on YouTube. You will just see it on the website, levelupenglish.school. This is just a kind of an exception. I thought I would do it publicly today. So if you want to see future live episodes, you can go to the website and sign up over there. And I can probably get the link as well. That might be helpful. But what I'll also try to do, if you don't want to go to the website, is maybe Wednesday. I can't promise every Wednesday, but sometimes on a Wednesday, I will try to do a live. Sometimes I'll be doing Q&As. Sometimes I might play like a simple game and just have fun. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Eddie Bay. You have to let me know is it Eddie Bay or Edib? But they're asking me how many languages can I speak? I'm currently learning Japanese and Chinese and Cornish. So Japanese is my best. Chinese is not so good. Cornish, which is kind of the language from my region of England, quite a beginner. I maybe know 100, 200 words. So that's a difficult one. Engin says, can you suggest me any app for practicing my speaking? There are many apps, I'm sure, but my favorite app is HelloTalk, which I put in the chat. I'm going to be using this a lot later this month. I've got a plan to use it every day to practice. So HelloTalk is amazing because you can find language partners, and even if you don't have much time, it's great because you don't have to have like a 1 hour language chat. You can just send voice messages or just give them a call or whatever you want. It's a really, really good way to practice. It's basically like kind of a social media for language learners. So what I would recommend is you find someone who's learning your language and you can kind of do this language exchange. It's a really good way. I am not a native of English, but it's my major in university. Oh, good. I hope it's going well. Hope your English is going well. Is there any more questions? Anything you want to say? Leave a comment in the chat. I can answer. Otherwise, I will go in just a second. But I do want to share the link to this course. If you want to see future courses, it will all be here. levelupenglish.school/courses/live. So that's where you can find them in the future. Okay. Maybe that's it. There's always a delay in the live, but I'm hoping, I don't know if it'll be this Wednesday or next Wednesday, but I would love to do a GeoGuessr stream. I might do it this Wednesday if I have time. So GeoGuessr is this game I used to play a lot on this channel, where it's kind of, you have to guess where you are in the world, and it's like a geography game. I think it's really fun, and I'll do my best to talk about what I'm seeing as well. So it's really good for like practicing your listening skills, learning vocabulary about, on the street and different things like that. Directions, go down here, take a left, bear right. So it should be fun. I'll have a think about it, and I might do a kind of a notification to let you know when I'm going live. But hopefully you can join me on Wednesday for that live session. That will be good. Hopefully this Wednesday. I have heard about Morocco. Yes, Morocco is very nice. I've had a couple students from Morocco, and they seem very friendly. And yeah, I would love to go one day. Vowel sounds and pronunciation. I've got some. Am I doing that? I will probably make some more videos on vowel sounds in the future. I don't think I have any this month, but I might do that in the future. Can you please use as well as in a sentence? Yeah, so what could we say? Thinking on the spot is always difficult. I like pizza as well as bread. So in this case, it's kind of like, I like pizza in addition to bread. Pizza is another thing that I like. Yeah, as well as. So it's similar. It can be similar to saying and. It's a little bit different, but I like pizza and bread. I like pizza as well as bread. If you want to add another point to what you're saying, you could say blah, 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 blah. As well as that, blah, 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 blah. So you're kind of adding another point using as well as that. I think that's useful to know. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That's an easy word to pronounce, come on. I have been to Switzerland, yeah. I travelled to France a couple times when I was a teenager, and we walked through the mountains over to Switzerland, and it was the most beautiful place I've ever seen. I really want to go back. I've really never seen anywhere more beautiful than Switzerland. So hopefully I can go back. Yeah, I would love to live there as well, but I don't know how easy that would be. But okay, I have some lessons I've got to start teaching very soon. So I guess this would be a good place to stop it today. But I really, really appreciate all you guys for joining me. Really, I've not been to Turkey. But thank you so much for joining. Hope you found it useful. And yeah, I guess that's it. I'll see you all later. So thank you so much. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.